let's start off this one. New cycle with a date night. Date night. Alright. Spirit's trying to say somebody did not want to give you credit for anything you'd been doing. But you're getting some unconditional love. You're no longer allowing toxic energy back into your life. They didn't realize you had psychic abilities or that you were a divine masculine. They tried to put some spiritual entanglements on you in the 5D that would come down into the 3D, etc. Spirit said they used a sleight of the hand, use discernment, and observe. Their happiness hating's biting them in the ass. They're trying to send you some resentment energy now to attach entities again. But Spirit says you're coming into some money. A secret lover. This in the reverse is getting an eviction notice. And they are losing their shit and projecting in the shadows. Spirit says what goes around comes around. I guess they didn't think that you were ever going to release that excess weight that was weighing you down. Spirit says they were toxic. And that's also biting them in the butt. I guess they were curious, but not about the right things. Something about a bestie and some off and on energy that's blown up in somebody's face. Spirit saying that they were dirty, about as corrupt as they come, that you have a pure heart. Something about someone trying to retaliate in something at the bank. A Cancer female that's in the reverse, and Spirit saying they didn't think they was ever gonna get knocked off their high horse, and then as you sow, so shall you reap. All worth it. Alright, so we got a pregnant woman in the reverse that was, I guess that your pain was the happy, and that's kind of biting them now. Spirit saying they were daydreaming. Something about a dark empath feminine that's in the reverse, and they're minding your own business, I guess. Basically said, not my monkeys, not my circus. Guess they are some like-minded individuals. Spirit saying they were stealing from you. They also weren't using any protection. They didn't think you was gonna clock it. Also remember, the body's gonna remember before the mind does. Pay attention to your body. They're all mad because you was just doing you. How you gonna be mad because somebody's just doing them? Anyway, Spirit saying you're the lone wolf. They were addicted to your energy, and that's biting them in the booty. An ex-lover that's in the reverse. Spirit saying now they're being gang stalked by Spirit, and that's biting them. And that it's time to go on an adventure. You're stepping into your villain era. You were just doing you once again. Weren't you again? Spirit saying pointless. You were literally just doing you. Right? Spirit saying they ran out of time. They thought it was only half time, but it's already done. They were playing in your face. They told everybody you were due. They were using scarcity tactics and making false reports, as Spirit says, but you can't fool Spirit. A male therapist that's in the reverse, impersonating you, blowing up in their face. Spirit saying they were breadcrumbing for information to use against you. They were energy harvesting again. They're trying to stop your spiritual awakening by any means necessary. I guess they were a professional victim. You probably can't say that. Or you're so type it. Something about some of that. I guess you've been dancing through all of the storms that they sent your way. Something about a male probation officer that was under the influence or something, and that's coming back around. Spirit saying they were wearing masks. You're breaking the chains of generational bloodline curses, a divine feminine, and that you don't miss. Spirit says they're plotting against you, but you're cutting excess energy cords, and if you haven't yet, do it. Just get in the habit of doing it, you know, cleansing your space, protecting your energy, just doing you. Spirit said it was a group effort. This what's burning them all. It gets messy. The more people you bring in, the messier that shit's gonna get. Just don't do messy shit, period. How about that? Oof. I guess they didn't plan on your ancestors showing up to kick ass and take names. And they wanted to keep you dependent and isolated forever. And Spirit said that's done. Something about female landlord. This in the reverse. Spirit says they are a ticking time bomb that's going through some imposter syndrome, and they want to stop any kind of self-love energy you might have going your way, the enemy, you know, and then trying to uproot you. However, that's in the reverse, so not gonna work. Spirit saying if anything, they expedited your transformation. I guess they didn't realize they were going to expedite your transformation, but this way you don't mess with people, huh? They were aware of what all they were doing to you, just they weren't aware that it was going to come back to bite them in the booty. They didn't know you were held in high honor, or maybe they all mad because of it, and Spirit said it was just the same shit on a different day. Something about a female news reporter that wasn't being very monogamous. Spirit saying they were just being bullies, and this in reverse, that means that's biting them in the ass. Don't be a butthole bully. They tried to assassinate your character, Spirit saying, but that's in the reverse. So if it did work, that means it ain't working no more. So just stay authentic and let people. And don't be peopling. Anyways. Have a great rest of your night. Morning, night.